Hey y'all, this is Hunter with Dime Layer Welding. We're fixing to be putting out a pretty good little bit of content here coming up. Be talking about how I got into the trade, jobs I've worked on, little tips and tricks here and there. Come up with some pretty good guys, taught me a lot of stuff. I'm a young fella myself, but I know my stuff when it comes down to the nitty gritty. But y'all feel free to give me a thumbs up, hit that subscribe button while you're at it, and we'll catch you on the next one. I've had a couple of y'all asking me to do a little rig tour, so we finna get into that and show you around this thing. Alrighty, so got my bottle set up over here. Some angle iron welded under there. I'm actually, within the next week, I'm fixing to build me a bottle rack to hold 2 bottles here, because I'm fixing to get an argon bottle for TIG welding. But yeah, got that. I got a piece of 5-inch C-channel here. Holes popped in the side of it for a acetylene bottle. The jack stands. You can see that bolt down under there. There's nothing on the other side. That's just a piece of 1/4-inch flat bar. I've got some rebar welded to about right up in here. I think they're 15 or 16 inches long. I got that. I got the 200. Did away with the flapper because hell with the flapper, you know. This looks cooler. Got the Millikiller sticker, of course. Badass reels, only way to go. Got 150 foot of hose on there. And then this here, I'm doing this with one hand, so just bear with me. This here, I built it to swing on out, just like so. And this will come on out here. It'll stretch on out, but hell, I think it's up right in here somewhere in the pipe where it's cut off. Gotta weld me another nut and a bolt right there for umbrella. Hold it. I just got this built a couple weeks ago. Large size horseshoes. I put them in a vise, bent them out. A little toolbox, angle iron welded under it. Fixing to weld this in as soon as this video's over from a rollout wheel and my little grill. The light bar mounted up top there for if I'm working late in the evening, or you know, if I get called out on emergency repair or something like that. I got light. Remote plug there, switch. And this is a 1986 black face, chopped 6 inches, done right. It's built by Tom Fowler. Gotta love the girls up here. And then on the inside of the truck here, we got a piece of plate bolted down to this little table that flips out. Hold my rod bucket. And I keep my wraparounds and marking paint, face shields, stuff like that off in here. You got the pancake back on the other video. But as I was saying, this is a piece of Schedule 10-inch stainless here. Put me a bend down there and then flared this out a little bit. Got a bolt here, one here, and one over there. Just 3 bolts holding it. You know, cut little notches in it or whatever. Like I was saying, marking paint, wraparounds, little stuff like that. Gloves and all that. Got the hoods back here. Got all that going. I took on this thing. These CMR little holders are nice, but they rattle around and will drive you nuts. So I took some little old, what's some things? Little foam peanuts that come in a packing box. Put them, wrapped them in electrical tape so it stick, you know, kind of twisted the tape around to let it have some outside stick there. But yeah. So that's that. Hell, where ain't that? There it is. All right. So, next thing on the list, my rod box. As of right now, I just have some caddies in here, but I'm fixing to cut me a couple shelves to go in here, right? So on the top, we're gonna have one kind of coming down at a 45, maybe a 30 degree, a lot less than that, probably about right in here. So we'll put rods, smaller welding rods that I don't use as often, don't need as many of. We'll put them here, be same on this side. Then there'll be a divider going straight across in the middle here. Be another one here, maybe one more here, and then another one on a 45 down here as well. And I'm not welding them in. They just gonna be cut tight enough to where they'll fit in there. You know what I mean? So I'll be able to pull them out if I need to. I may put a little something, a little tack, a little dot or something down here to hold them still, whatever. But so yeah, that's that. I keep my tape measure and little pliers, crescent wrench, stuff like that. Keep that up there. Got the mud board back here, obviously. A couple pipe wrenches, grasshopper, pipe clamp to go over jack stands, fitting clamp. I got this little old stand. This jack stand's all boogered up, so I got this. Weld that in there, cut me a little piece of pipe. Got that stuck in there. And then, yeah, that's pretty much it. Let me know if y'all want anything else. Alright, so way back again. I was only planning on doing 2 videos on this, but we're gonna go on and do a 3rd one. Show you a little more in-depth stuff. Got arc force on this machine here as well. I can show that in the first one. Electronic fuel pump there. Did away with the sediment bowl. It started leaking. The threads around the gas tank was leaking, so I did away with the sediment bowl. Just put new fittings in there in the bottom of the tank coming down, and new fitting going in that little fuel pump right yonder, and ran some clear hose on it. I cut it plenty long enough so if I ever have any sediment get down in here and get on, or just stay hung in here instead of getting hung in the fuel filter, just take and undo that little hose clamp right there and chop the hose right at the end of that nipple on that fitting, and then just cut the rest of it off there with a knife, you know. Yeah, we'll do that. And then another thing I was going to show you, I got my machine bolted to the skid, and how I did this is when I was building the skid, I went ahead and laid everything out how it was going to fit and all, and I welded a nut and a flat washer on the bottom, or a nut and maybe a light washer actually, on the bottom side of the machine, or on the bottom side of the skid, I'm sorry. But yeah, so all that's bolted down, you know. I can take this out right here, pick my toolbox up, and I can pick this machine straight up and just kind of twist it a little bit and walk it right on out the back of the truck here. But I'm also gonna show the what I got for tools in here. A little coupon I did the other day. Just brush up. Stay ready, you ain't gotta get ready. You know what I mean? So I got my grinders, 7-inch, 4-inch, and a die grinder there. A bunch of these. I got 3 strong arms, a bunch of them little old C-clamp vice grips, 2 framing squares, a small framing square, torch obviously, a couple speed squares, plenty of levels. Gotta keep levels. And under here, I keep my spacing wedges and whatnot. Here's my spacing tool I use when I'm welding pipe. We got wipes, of course, to keep the hands clean. That is key. Can't put dirty hands in clean gloves. Then in here, got some Metabo wheels, cut-off wheels, whatever you want to call them. All my guards and stuff down in yonder. But yeah, that's pretty much it. Like